Here's a truth that'll shake everything you think you know about fitness. Your ancestors were stronger, more resilient, and more physically capable than 99% of people walking into gyms today, and they never touched a single piece of modern equipment. While we're obsessing over the latest workout trends and fancy machines that promise overnight transformations, we've completely abandoned the primal movement patterns that forged human strength for thousands of years. The shocking reality: those ancient humans could outperform most fitness enthusiasts in raw functional power, grip strength, and total body conditioning without ever counting a single rep or macro. But here's where it gets interesting. You don't need to live in a cave or hunt woolly mammoths to unlock this ancestral strength. These 7 time-tested movements have been quietly building warriors, survivors, and physical specimens long before fitness became an industry. And they're about to transform your body in ways that'll make your current workout routine look like child's play. Every exercise you're about to discover has been battle-tested by evolution itself, refined through generations of humans who had to be strong to stay alive, and adapted for the modern world where true strength still separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Picture yourself hanging from a tree branch like your ancestors did thousands of years ago, swinging from massive oak limbs to reach the ripest fruits at the top, gripping rocky cliff faces to escape predators, or dangling from sturdy vines to cross treacherous ravines. The dead hang might look simple, but it's one of those primal movements that'll transform how your body handles daily challenges, from carrying heavy grocery bags to maintaining that perfect posture during long work meetings. Every time you grip a steering wheel, open a stubborn jar, or even shake someone's hand, you're tapping into the same grip strength that this fundamental exercise builds. This deceptively simple movement becomes your secret weapon for developing crushing grip power while simultaneously decompressing your spine after hours of hunching over screens. Your shoulders learn to stabilize under pure body weight tension, creating bulletproof stability that translates into better performance in every other workout you'll ever do. Meanwhile, your core fires up to maintain that straight line position, building the kind of deep abdominal strength that can't be replicated by countless crunches. It's functional power that serves you in real life. Start with just 10 to 15 seconds if you're new to this game, focusing on that relaxed shoulder position while keeping your core tight as a drum. Progress by adding 5 seconds each week until you can comfortably hang for a full minute. That's when you know you've built serious strength. Once you've mastered the basic dead hang, you can explore variations like single arm hangs or adding leg raises to turn this simple exercise into a full body powerhouse that'll have you building muscle while developing grip strength that'll make opening pickle jars feel like child's play. Think about your ancestors hauling fresh kills back to camp after a successful hunt, or nomadic tribes carrying their most precious possessions across vast wilderness in search of new settlements. That's the raw, functional strength we're talking about here. The farmer's walk isn't just another gym exercise, it's a direct line to the kind of iron grip and steel spine that built civilizations, one heavy load at a time. When you're lugging suitcases through airport terminals, moving furniture up 3 flights of stairs, or simply carrying all those shopping bags in one trip because you refuse to make 2, you're channeling this ancestral movement pattern. This primal drill ignites your entire body like few other exercises can. Your forearms burn as they develop that vice-like grip. Your traps and shoulders build the kind of thick, powerful muscle that makes you look imposing in any room. Your core becomes a fortress of stability, while your legs pump with the steady rhythm of someone who knows how to carry their own weight and then some. It's the kind of training that builds not just big muscles, but the functional strength that makes everyday tasks feel effortless. Oh, and real quick, I put together a free guide that shows you exactly how to fit these movements into your routine and see results faster. You can grab it from the link in the comments or by scanning the QR code on the screen. All right, back to the workout. Grab a pair of heavy dumbbells, kettlebells, or even loaded grocery bags and walk 20 to 30 steps with perfect posture. Chest high, shoulders back, no slouching allowed. Start with a weight that challenges you but doesn't compromise your form. Then add 5 to 10 pounds each week as your grip strength catches up to your ambition. Once you've mastered the basic walk, try uneven loads, heavy weight in one hand, lighter in the other, to challenge your core stability or add obstacles to step over. Suddenly, you're not just building muscle, you're creating the kind of functional fitness that makes you unstoppable in real-world scenarios. Imagine your ancient ancestors clutching a wounded tribe member close to their chest while navigating treacherous terrain to safety, or embracing massive bundles of firewood against their bodies during harsh winters when survival depended on every stick collected. The bear hug walk taps into this primal instinct to protect and carry what matters most, transforming a basic human gesture into a powerhouse movement that builds the kind of strength you can feel in your bones. Whether you're carrying a sleeping child up the stairs without waking them, helping a friend move that awkwardly shaped couch, or simply wanting to give the most reassuring hugs that make people feel truly secure, this exercise develops that deep, crushing strength. Every step with that heavy object pressed against your chest forces your entire body into a symphony of stabilization. Your arms and chest work overtime to maintain that crushing grip, while your core becomes armor-plated steel. Your legs pump with newfound power as they learn to move efficiently under this awkward, challenging load. And your cardiovascular system gets a serious workout that'll have you losing weight while building functional muscle. This isn't just another gym movement, it's whole body fortification that creates the kind of resilience most people only dream about. Start with a 20 to 30 pound weight plate, heavy bag, or even a loaded backpack held tight against your chest, and walk 15 to 20 steps while keeping your spine neutral and chest open. Progress by adding 5 to 10 pounds weekly or extending your walking distance until you can comfortably bear hug walk for a full minute without your grip giving out. Advanced practitioners can try walking upstairs, navigating around obstacles, or even combining this with squats at each step. Suddenly, you're not just doing a workout, you're building the kind of practical strength that makes you the go-to person when real-world challenges demand someone who can literally carry the load. Picture your ancestors scaling rocky cliff faces to reach higher ground, or pulling themselves up from riverbanks after crossing treacherous waters. This horizontal pulling motion was literally a matter of life and death in the wild. The Australian pull-up resurrects this ancient survival skill, teaching your body to pull with power and control while keeping your feet planted firmly on the ground. In today's world dominated by pushing movements, from typing on keyboards to doing endless push-ups, this exercise becomes your antidote to the hunched-over posture that's slowly destroying your spine, helping you stand taller when you walk into that important business meeting or simply want to project confidence in any room you enter. This movement awakens your entire posterior chain like a sleeping giant, firing up your back muscles, biceps, and core in perfect harmony while teaching your body how to move as one cohesive unit. Your rhomboids and rear delts get the attention they've been desperately craving, creating that powerful V shape that makes clothes fit better and gives you the kind of presence that commands respect. Meanwhile, your core learns to maintain rock-solid stability throughout the entire range of motion, building the kind of functional strength that translates into better performance in every other training session and sport you'll ever attempt. Start with the bar set at chest height, keeping your body in a straight line from heels to head, and pull your chest to the bar for 8 to 12 controlled repetitions. As you get stronger, lower the bar closer to the ground to increase the difficulty, or elevate your feet on a bench to really challenge your pulling power. Once you've mastered the basic movement, try single arm variations or add a weighted vest. Suddenly, you're not just rebalancing your physique, you're building the kind of pulling strength that makes climbing stairs feel effortless and gives you the power to literally pull yourself out of any challenging situation life throws your way. Think about your ancestors lifting heavy stones to build shelter walls, or hoisting water-filled animal skins from deep wells while keeping the precious cargo close to their bodies to avoid spilling a single drop. The goblet squat recreates this primal lifting pattern, teaching your body to pick up heavy objects from the ground while keeping them secure against your chest. Exactly how our forebears moved massive rocks, carried bundles of gathered food, or lifted their young safely from the ground. Whether you're picking up your toddler from the floor without tweaking your back, squatting down to tie your shoes without feeling like your knees are going to explode, or simply wanting to develop the kind of powerful legs that make climbing mountains feel like walking up gentle hills. This exercise builds that bulletproof foundation. This movement creates a perfect storm of strength development, hammering your quads, glutes, and hamstrings while teaching your core to fire with precision and power throughout the entire range of motion. The weight held at chest level acts like a counterbalance, allowing you to sink deeper than you ever thought possible while building the kind of mobility that most people lose by their 30s. Every rep becomes a masterclass in proper squat mechanics, creating neural pathways that'll serve you well in every other leg exercise you'll ever attempt, while simultaneously building muscle and improving your body's ability to move with grace and power. Start with a 15 to 20-pound dumbbell or kettlebell held close to your chest, feet shoulder width apart, and focus on dropping your hips below your knees with control and confidence. Begin with 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, adding weight gradually as your strength and mobility improve week by week. Once you've mastered the basic goblet squat, try pausing at the bottom for 3 to 5 seconds to build incredible strength in that deep position, or add a calf raise at the top of each rep. Suddenly, you're not just building powerful legs. You're developing the kind of lower body fitness that makes every physical activity feel easier and more enjoyable. Picture your ancestors leaping across rocky crevices to escape predators, or bounding from boulder to boulder while hunting swift prey through mountainous terrain. This explosive, life or death movement was the difference between survival and becoming someone else's dinner. The box jump channels this raw, primal power into a controlled environment, developing the kind of explosive leg strength that could literally save your life in an emergency situation. Whether you're sprinting to catch a bus that's about to leave, jumping over a puddle to keep your shoes dry, or simply wanting the kind of athletic that makes you feel unstoppable, this exercise builds the fast-twitch muscle fibers that separate the powerful from the ordinary. This movement lights up your quads, glutes, and calves like a 4th of July fireworks display, creating explosive power that translates into better performance in virtually every sport and physical activity you can imagine. Your coordination sharpens as your brain learns to fire all these muscle groups in perfect synchronization, while your cardiovascular system gets pushed to new limits that'll have you losing weight and building lean muscle simultaneously. Every jump becomes a full-body exercise that teaches your nervous system how to generate maximum force in minimum time. The kind of training that builds athletes, not just gym goers. Start with a stable box or platform that's 12 to 18 inches high, focusing on landing softly with bent knees rather than trying to impress anyone with height. Begin with 3 sets of 5 to 8 jumps, resting completely between each rep to maintain that explosive quality that makes this exercise so effective. As your confidence and power improve, gradually increase the height by 2 to 4 inches every few weeks, or try single-leg variations to challenge your balance and unilateral strength. Suddenly, you're not just doing a workout. You're developing the kind of athletic explosiveness that makes every physical challenge feel conquerable. Imagine your ancestors suddenly dropping to the ground to avoid a predator's attack, then explosively launching themselves back up to sprint toward safety. This rapid transition from prone to standing was literally a survival mechanism that kept our species alive through countless dangerous encounters. The burpee recreates this primal escape sequence, combining the ground-based power of a push-up with the explosive drive of a jump, creating a movement that prepares your body for any physical emergency life might throw at you. Whether you're getting up quickly after a fall, need to duck under something and immediately spring back into action, or simply want the kind of total body conditioning that makes you feel invincible, this exercise builds the survival engine that our ancestors relied on daily. This full-body destroyer trains every major muscle group while skyrocketing your endurance and metabolism into the stratosphere, creating a metabolic firestorm that continues burning calories long after your workout ends. Your chest, shoulders, and triceps get hammered during the push-up portion, while your legs explode with power during the jump phase, and your core works overtime to coordinate this complex movement pattern. It's the kind of training that builds not just big muscles, but the cardiovascular fitness that allows you to maintain that muscle-building intensity throughout longer, more challenging workouts. Start with 3 to 5 perfect burpees, focusing on full push-ups and explosive jumps rather than sloppy speed. Quality trumps quantity every single time in this game. Build up to 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps with 60 to 90 seconds rest between sets, adding 1 rep per week as your conditioning improves and your form stays tight. If full burpees feel overwhelming, try step-back burpees where you step back into plank instead of jumping, or knee push-up burpees where you drop to your knees for the push-up portion. These modified versions still build incredible fitness while allowing you to master the movement pattern before progressing to the full Primal Power version. So here's the question that separates the strong from the ordinary. Are you going to keep doing what everyone else is doing, or tap into the ancestral strength that built human civilization? These 7 movements aren't just exercises. They're your blueprint for becoming unstoppable, but only if you actually use them. Your ancestors didn't have the luxury of being weak, and neither should you. What's stopping you from starting today? While you're debating, someone else is already building the grip strength and primal power that'll serve them for life. Your body is designed for this kind of strength, but knowledge without action is just entertainment. And entertainment won't give you the confidence that comes from knowing you can handle anything. Subscribe and hit that notification bell because we're just getting started on reclaiming the strength your ancestors took for granted. Trust me, you're going to need every piece of wisdom we're about to share.